You didn't.
I don't know about my friend. I think she also didn't date him because we were like so spooked out about the whole situation.
But you know, sometimes you're like, let's just dump him, both of us, and then there's one who always goes
Behind your back.
like stays with the guy.
It was never like
For
that.
me, it was a turn off that, you know, my friend. Well, it was exciting that me and my friend,
Yes.
you know,
got the same taste.
Yes.
But both
at
of
the
you were
same
not
time-
aware that you are talking like, oh, you've met this guy, but like you were totally not aware.
Not at all. Only when she was describing how he looks and where he lives and stuff, I was like, no ways. Actually, she even called him. And I was like, we had to like check the numbers, and we're like, it is the guy. So that was weird. That's one of the things why I don't like dating site anymore. There's just a lot
That happens in that space.
Yeah,
it's a small world.
It's a
different
small world.
Yes, it is a small world.
Yeah,
it is a small
kind of like
world.
weird.
It
So
is.
I let God decide when and how.
The right person.
How we need the right person because
My
there's
friend
so much
actually-
drama there.
She continued with the relationship.
Oh, no.
I also staying in Cape Town. It's a friend of ours.
Oh no!
So I also found out. So this guy, so we were dating the same guy.
Yes.
They actually kind of went a little bit further.
Okay.
But then we both. But I was like crazy. I was crazy about the guy, and I think they went further after I told her. Like after I found out.
How did you find out? Share with us.
How we talk as girls.
Okay.
So I always tell my friends that not that I've seen all the guys on Tinder, but girl, if you want, if you want some advice, come to me and maybe ask. Unless you're younger than me, because I go for the older guys, or maybe I'm always the older.
We all have our preference.
So unless you go for guys the same age as me, but share. Otherwise, one of these days
we're gonna get married
because
to the
it's a
same
friend.
guy.
So what happened to my friends? We as much as I like the guy, we decided let's just see, because we both have feelings for this guy. Let's just call it quits, and then she went. She continued with the guy, and
oh my goodness, oh my dear people, you know what, this is very interesting. This is very interesting. I understand it's Friday, you are chilled at home. I understand maybe it's because of different times, of different country times. Maybe it's in the morning, maybe where you are it's in the afternoon, and here in SA it's in the evening. You know, I understand because it's Friday, you're creating yourself a weekend mood, you're having a wine, chilling at home, and maybe you might be searching for umuntu ozokuseta. You might be chilling, searching for umuntu ozokuseta. Keep those comments coming, guys. We want to know your experiences about the dating sites. Also, don't forget, you can engage on WhatsApp with us. The number, it is on the screen. The number, it is on the screen. You can send us a WhatsApp text. You can send us a voice note, or you can even make a WhatsApp call so that you can also join us in the studio, no matter where you are in the world. Now, ladies, have you met someone on the dating sites and it took like long, you've dated for long, or it's always the, you know, or it's only the booty call thing, it ended up being a booty call, then it ended there, or it was a one night stand, then it ended there. Ladies, anyone, you've met someone, dated, and it took like maybe a year or 6 months, or you did maybe took far and have fun, making each other sweat.
Oh wow. By the way, I was telling the earlier on.
Yes, my love.
I have a friend who met a guy on Tinder. The first date was amazing. She felt that she met her soulmate.
Yes.
They knew people that they abantu abazanayo, like
They just connected.
They just connected, but click from the get go. Ganti, they know people from back home, Omnia from there, whatever. First date was amazing. Second date was amazing. Third date got to the deed.
Okay.
And the following day, guy sent a message. It's not gonna work.
Okay.
So after 2 hot dates, the third date just bombed out.
And it's especially after they did. Maybe I wonder what occurred. Did maybe your friend shared what occurred? Or maybe no, he didn't like doggy style, maybe. Or maybe
we're allowed to go there.
Oh yes, we are. Oh yes, we are. It's Friday. Let's share these things. Let's share the knowledge. Yes.
Intimidated because I know Vede because she's my friend and we usually share about the sexual experiences they do, and I know that we experiment a lot. So I don't know if you got intimidated or not, but you just don't know. Is it because he was after the deed that he acted for the first 2 dates? Because like it was all butterflies. All butterflies. She felt like she met her soulmate. They like the same music.
Oh my goodness.
Same food, same hangout places, and they've been to the same places, but they had just never met. It took Tinder for them to meet. So the question is, was it a lie? Was the profile a lie? Or like it's hard to tell.
Maybe every time the girl said, I like prawns, then the guy will be like, oh, same here.
You just don't know.
I like going to Durban. It's like, oh, same here. You know, probably.
But the fact that they knew the same people, but it's just that they had never met. So he's from Joburg, she's from the Eastern Cape, but somehow they knew the same people. It's just that they had just never met, and they had been to the same places on different occasions, of course, but they had just never met, and they had the same vibe. And now I truly believed this is it. But then after,
maybe they were not compatible.
Maybe it wasn't even because it wasn't maybe even because of that. I feel maybe even if they met in the mall or in the library or wherever, if that's the kind of person he is, he might, even if they met in the club, might have had a one-night stand with her. Maybe it's just after that.
It's just a
the problem is people pretending to be something that they are not. That's the issue. But I feel like, coming back to your question as well, and what you're saying, I had a 6-year relationship from Badu back in the days. We stayed together for 2 years. And the only reason why I left, where we broke up, because he left the country, went to Germany to go and study, and I couldn't go with him. But I feel that, yes, there are a lot of bad things that have been said about online dating, but there are also good experiences. For people, it depends on how you go into that, on that platform. What are your expectations? What are you bringing out there? I think I said earlier when you were telling the stories that sometimes you shouldn't be too vulnerable, and you shouldn't also lead the conversation. Ask the guy. If you ask him, say, no, first tell me what you like. Because if I said, nah, I like prawns, he's also going to say, I like prawns. I like wine. He's also going to say, that's how guys are. If they want to look good, they're going to want to make sure that they the perfect, and for us, it's not, we there's no perfect match, perfect match.
So, Trumi, was it all sparks for you, like her, at the beginning of the relationship?
I had a lot of that kind of situations when I met someone, the first date, the second date, but then you just see Utiazi, this is not the person for me, you know. And sometimes you sleep with the person on the first date, even if you meet with him in the mall, and you can stay with the person for 6 months. I think now for me and Vavi, we met at Spur, and I was when we met, I was drinking beer, and I was telling myself, I'm just gonna be me. I ordered my beer, and it's like, yo, girl, maybe like 2 years down the line, it's like, what I liked about you is you having that beer, being yourself, you know. And then the following week, it was his birthday, my birthday, my birthday. I went to his place, we slept together, and 6 years down the line, we were still together. So I think it depends on what a person really needs and what they portray to be.
There is no formula.
It's like there is no formula.
Keeping it it real on the first date keeps
Yeah.
the spark going.
I think just be yourself.
I think you must just be yourself at all times.
Yeah.
Even if things go bad in the long run, when you're in a relationship with a person, he knows who he's dealing with.
Yeah.
You know?
But
So-
now when you pretend to be what you're not, then the moment he sees who you really are, then it becomes a problem. So just be
That is
yourself.
going to be a
Where
red
does
flag
the
for you.
pretense come from? Because if you're already matched according to what you put down and you have your conversations, so where does the pretense then come in?
But I think obviously I would want to match what you're saying on the conversation, because I don't want to lose you. I've seen you, I've seen your face, and I've seen that I like the D that I'm seeing here, right? If I'm seeing D this way, I want to also be compatible with the D that I'm seeing there. But you find that I'm not even compatible, but I'm just trying to keep up with whatever that you're saying. Like they said, if he says that you like prawns, and I'll say, I love prawns, even though I know I can't eat fish or anything that is in the water. So, however, people always want to be in a position whereby they feel, even if it's not comfortable, but they feel like they fall in the same bracket.
Yeah.
If you're saying I love tight jeans, say, oh, tight jeans look good on you. Even if they know that tight jeans, they don't look good on you.
So it's a desperate job, all in all.
We are all desperate for love, Chomi. We want to be
end up
accepted. We
compromising.
want
To
to
an
be in a
extent to
position.
even lie about what you
No,
love.
you might
But
compromise.
it's mostly guys, honestly.
Yeah.
The guy would say, I like short hair, chubby girls, but he'll cheat on you with a slender
With a
girl
slender,
Chomi,
with
we can't
a
put
long
it-
weave.
We can't put it in gender. Even girls do lie a lot.
No, I know they do, yes.
In
they
many
do.
cases, I see a guy who's well established. I like what he has. I want to match what he has. I'm just like,
So you say, I like
this
Chelsea
one.
too.
I like caviar. I don't even know what caviar is.
like,
Oh my God.
Because I
All
saw it on
right, my ladies.
Yes.
All right, my ladies. Let's hear what are the people saying from the comments. Okay, let's hear what is the platform or people from all over the world are saying. But at least allow me just to read one comment. I can sense the topic in the room is hot. I can sense the topic in the room is hot. Now let me read out the comment from Facebook. Buyiswandabeni is saying, some guys plays us to the extent that they acting lovely-dovey to win our hearts. I think she wanted to say to win our hearts. Whereas they know they are after the deeds, not love. So I think this goes to say that most men, they not after love. They can pretend, they can act to be all lovey. This is what Buiswa Ndaben is saying from Facebook, that most men tend to pretend to act all lovey-dovey, acting as if they know they love this person and all they after is sex.
Adding on to that, I also feel like sometimes it's not about someone pretending. Like in the case of your friend, do you know that you can match on a dating site? Like everything matches, like, you know, you're saying the place and everything. But then he sits down with you and then he realizes that intellectually you can't have a conversation. He realizes that you're not a good listener. You know, the people who just listen to answer.
Yeah.
He can't even, he's trying to explain to you what happened as he was growing up. When he's in the middle of that, you're talking about something else, you know? And then he just feels like your IQ is very low. He can leave you for that, even if everything else matches. So now that's when you be like, maybe he just wanted to have sex with me. Maybe it's not even that.
But what is it that people, when they don't click and not go back to each other and say, you know what? I don't think this is going to work because of A, B, and C. Like, it's not only on dating sites, not only like in life general. When you meet someone, then it happens you don't click. But why not go to the person and say, okay, we did not click because of A, B, and C. What do you think it is? Why?
It feels like an insult, you know, telling someone that your IQ is very low. Like you're so bad at listening.
No,
it's like an insult. You can't.
Don't you think, guys? If you can't, then you just ghost the person. Is
Just
that
find
what
an
you people
excuse,
do?
I guess. I don't know.
So it's safe to ghost the person.
It's really hard for men to tell you that I can't date you.
because of A, B, and C.
You know,
I think for us it's easier.
For women, it's
because
easier.
for us it's easier. So like, you're too short for me, dude.
Yeah,
Your lips are too big.
you know my.
But these guys are not like that.
Yes, Jane?
For me, I don't know. I'm outspoken, so I'm always honest. If I think we're not compatible, I'll tell you that you're too holier than thou for me, or like, I'm not shy to say, because men are also not shy to say what they want from us.
But most men.
So why must we be shy? Yeah, but I'm saying that I would be honest, or I was honest actually the time I was on online dating, right? If it didn't, go well with me, and the guy is pestering me for a second date, I would tell him that, look, dude, I don't think it's going to work because of 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're not being rude. You're not attacking their persona or whatever. You're just being honest to say, like you said, I don't think you're a good listener, and I don't think me and you can work. Like, you already know your person. You already know whether. But
that's just a human error. People just don't do that.
Men don't.
Okay, now if you're saying men don't,
most
the ladies here in my room are saying men do not tell the reason why you are not a perfect match, or the reason why you are not clicking. Now, ladies, I want to know, is it safe to ghost someone? Like, okay, if you're not comfortable to tell the reason why you are not a match or clicking, is it safe to ghost someone? Do you think that's a good thing, just to ghost someone? To save?
No.
Just to save, to break their hearts. So do you think it's best to ghost someone?
Like I said, I'm not a ghoster, and I don't appreciate being ghosted. Like, I'm the type of person I'll call the guy and like, okay, I see you. You're avoiding me. What happened? So that I can learn, so that I can know.
And
and would you get the answer?
No.
I would try to. Most cases, I would, because I'm that girl. Like, I would like.
B, would you ghost
demand?
I've ghosted a lot of people.
So
not unintentionally.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's that unintentional?
No, when there's no conversation. There's nothing to talk about.
This morning,
so it's like
dry.
It's dry. And now listen, remember, when you're on these platforms, you have a lot of options. Now you talk to me, you talk to D, you talk to K, you talk to Hazel, you talk to Jane, everyone. And then now we haven't spoken for quite some time. Because now I take long to before I meet a person.
Okay.
So now you're done with Tash, now you're done with Jane, now you want to come to me after 4 weeks. And now you start talking, I'm nice, I speak to you, but I can see there's nothing. So you like I can blue tick you shame when I now see that when your intentions are not pure. You just like
if you see that it's blue ticked you first, basically.
Not even about that, about the fact that you were gone and you're coming back. You don't even have an excuse as to where. I don't want to know where you were. Obviously you were exploring other avenues, but now you think I'm still available for Ren.
But guys, if you are saying that men don't tell the reason why we are not matching, then if you ladies are ghosting people, some people, if you also are ghosting some people, because I understand you won't ghost everyone. So if you are ghosting some people, then that means you are exactly like them.
Yes.
I will definitely ghost you. I don't want to lie.
Why would you ghost someone?
If a conversation are not flowing, I'm not feeling the flow. There's literally nothing for me there. And you can see, I can't even tell this person. I just hate breaking men's ego.
Right. Okay.
I would rather just leave with my pride.
Okay.
Than explaining, hey, my guy, I don't like you because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd rather leave my guy. And you'll see that, oh no, this one is not interested. But however, I'll also be feeding from the energy that you're giving me. Obviously, if your energy is high, I won't be low. My energy will also pick up. Because we also respond to whatever is coming to our way. If you're not compatible and I see your energy is high, but you're not I would tell you, I mean, this is not working. But if your energy is also low and you want me to chase after you, I'll just ghost. I would not beg or do anything or tell you anything. I'll just ghost. I'll leave.
So, my ladies, it goes back to my saying that you are exactly like some of those men that will just keep quiet and not say anything while they're ghosting you. Now, ladies,
We learn from the best. We learn
It's
from
learned
them.
behavior. It's learned
so my ladies
behavior.
are saying they're learning from the best. So the men are the kings in ghosting.
Yeah,
They
they're
are.
the kings in everything.
The men are the kings in ghosting. Is that what you ladies
Because
are
remember,
saying?
most men start the conversation, right? If you start the conversation and you're not flowing, what do you want me to do? Try to wrap up the conversation, try to take over. I don't want to take over. I want the men to lead and I'll follow.
Okay, ladies. Now, the other thing that I want to know is that, let's say you sleep. It happens that you take it further, then you sleep with this person. Okay? Do you, as a lady, let's say the guy once more calls you and say, baby, can you please, shy a boom boom again? Because it was fun for me. And you like, as a lady, and you feel like, you know what? He did not hit the G-spot. He did not hit the G-spot. So ladies, have you experienced something like that? He did not.
All the time. Men are missing the spot. All the time.
That's when we ghost them. I always say that I never had a one night stand because I had the one night stand that I had is because I decided to have one. Yes, I'll leave it at that.
Lucky.
Yes.
So, ladies, men, to my brothers from another mother, my brothers in the world, what is it that you are not doing right? Because the moment I mentioned that, why, ladies, are you leaving these men? Is it because are they not hitting the G-spot? And all the ladies in the room go mad. No, these brothers are not hitting the G-spot. These brothers are not making me to reach cloud 9. What is it, guys, that you are not doing right? Okay, did you just hear even B just said that? I decide because he did not hit the
But I think
G-spot.
we be patient, Tina, ladies. Yeah. We more patient than guys when it comes to sexual. We'll give them a chance. We'll give say, okay, next week let's see. Okay, the next week
Guys, that's who they are.
Oh, because day one,
But while we are on this G-spot and sex part, all right? So I don't want us to move away from the topic, dating sites. Okay, you meet the person does not hit the G-spot, okay? You decide to give the guy a second chance, and maybe maybe he was nervous, maybe because some people say that men, when they haven't slept with you, men already had sex in their minds. Now, when they see you and sleep with you, they become a 2-minute noodles. That's what people are saying outside there in the world. Now, ladies, tell me, when you give the guy a chance, do you tell them, baby, listen to the way that I move. Listen, this is how I want it. In order for me to reach my G-spot, this is how I want to listen to the vibrations of my body. This is how I do it. Do you tell these men that you meet, this is how you want it in order for you to reach the